What is up, Chocolatiers? Welcome to the review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Apple TV's Bad Monkey, starring Vince Vaughn. I think this one was pretty good, but before we get into the full review, let's thank today's sponsors. Check out W Energy. It's fueled with clean ingredients to fuel your day, whether that be through gaming, studying, or even workouts. Unlike other energy drinks, W will not give you the jitters or that dreaded crash. It comes in a variety of great tasting flavors, so there's something for everyone. Want to save on your first order? Use code Mr. Chocolate for 10% off on your order. Level up your energy and stay focused with W. Link will be in the description below. And now, on to the video. Alrighty, Bad Monkey is based on a book series. Can't remember who it's written by. Good God, really starting eating the script for these, if I'm being honest. But starring Vince Vaughn as the titular character, I believe Roy Yancy, and Yancy is basically what you want in like a cop show detective character, because he's playing Vince Vaughn, and it works. You know, he's fast talking, he's charismatic, he's kind of like big, tall, and goofy, but like he still has a good heart. Like, you know, he like exactly what you want in a detective, you know, especially for a TV show. And I just think that this show works so well because of Vince Vaughn. I think this was perfect casting. I don't know how he is in the book, but that's my other thing too, real quick, before I want to get into the full review. So Apple is kind of like getting to where they want to do like 2-3 season shows. And I guess this one's going to be 2, unless they extend the second book to 3, because there's only 2 books, and these books are a little older. So unless the guy decides to write a 3rd book, these are a duology. And so first season pretty much open and shut, closes the first book, I believe. And it's about 8 episodes? 9, 10? No, it's 10 episodes, 10 episodes. And they're running about 40 minutes apiece. And just basically getting the plot of this show is that Yancy is given by his ex-partner a arm that's been cut off, and they believe they found it at sea, and so they're going to take it to the wife, because, you know, like, the husband died or whatever, so she can bury that. That's what she wants to bury, okay? And in the midst of this, Yancy's starting to kind of discover some things might not be true. And so this, I'm not even going to say this is spoilers, because this is pretty much the only way to describe the plot. So it's clear that the guy faked his death. He cuts off his arm so so his wife can claim the money on him and stuff, and they go live out their dream life, whatever. But in the midst of doing so, they're also buying up properties, kicking out people on this island in the Keys, and they're kicking out all these, natives that live there, and they're also killing people in the process. And so it ends up growing to be something greater than it is. And so the whole plot is Yancy doing this detective work while he's not on the force. He's also been kicked off the police force because he's, of course, just like all cop TV shows or cop books, he's, by the book, but at the same time, he's not by their book. And for me, this show just worked because it's pretty much a comedy. There's very little action. There's very little drama. It's more just a comedy. And a comedy is subjective, but for me, it worked. You've got a lot of good characters in there. Like, for example, my boy from Deadpool. He's in it. And you've got one of the girls, and I can't remember her name. Once again, we're going to start getting the script for these. She is in a little show I like to recommend to everybody. That show's called Search Party, and it's really, really good. It's about these people searching for their friend, search party, whatever. And it kind of reminds me of this, where like it's like a detective show hidden as a comedy. Okay, because that's really what it is. And so pretty much in this show, he ends up working with this mortician lady named Rosa, and it's about them going and trying to figure out what's up, trying to find the guy if he's alive, trying to get the arrest or whatever. But it's just the way it plays off of Vince Vaughn's character. There's a lot of side plots going on. Like, for example, you get this one woman who's into voodoo, the dragon lord. What was she? The dragon queen? I'm trying to remember her name. But it's her, and it's my boy Randall with a monkey, and that's kind of where the story goes. Talk about Bad Monkey, like as far as like the title, because he has this like little cute monkey who gets involved in shenanigans and stuff like that. But what it boils down to, it kind of is a good message of, like I said earlier, of these people trying to kick these other people out of their homes, trying to buy up these properties, doing underhanded stuff, shady shit like that, and it's stuff that goes on today. So I was glad that they were speaking on that in a way. And you know, for me, not only was this show just so good and so powerful because of Vince Vaughn's performances, but also just because everything just landed. You know, there's like certain scenes, for example, where his character talks about wanting to get ice cream, and it just builds up on his character. You don't get much backstory from him per se, or a whole lot of other characters, but I kind of like that, because outside of the villains, they don't really tell you a bunch about your characters outside of what you're seeing. So it's almost kind of like what you're seeing is what you're getting versus what you're seeing is what you're getting from everybody. And so everybody's at face value. I really like that. I really like that they don't spend a whole episode being like, this is Yancy when he was young, and this is what he was up to. It's not nothing like that. And I really just like that the writing was just so clever in a way to just give these episodes some breathing room, because that's my big problem with Disney Plus shows. For example, like right now I'm watching Agatha currently, and I'm liking the show, but I really wish I could like it even more if they'd fucking have an episode longer than 30 minutes. Like they had an episode recently where they pretty much introduced a big character. Not going to spoil it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And they cut off. And I was like, oh, the episode's been on like 22 minutes. Was this a fucking cartoon? Not even hitting 30 anymore, Disney. And so I was glad to see these episodes are like 38 to 40 minutes, you know, where we can tell a story, end it on a cliffhanger so you come back next week, or end it in a good place where you still want to come back next week. And that's why I believe it was their #1 show for the past few weeks it's been on. And if you have Apple TV, I know a lot of people don't, I think you guys should definitely check this one out. This is one of their good ones. Most of what they put out is usually a 10 out of 10 or a banger. Every now and then, just like everybody, they got a few misses, but I feel like out of streaming services, this and Max are the two best bets. They always put out quality over quantity. You know, for example, like Netflix is a big ruiner of that, putting out quantity over quality, and they just want to put out, you know, 1,000 things and just throwing shit at the fan and hoping that something sticks. Meanwhile, Apple's out here carefully curating stuff, getting booked stuff, going, okay, we'll adapt this. And it found its audience, and it's a pretty damn good show, and I think that you guys should definitely check this one out for sure, especially if you're a big Vince Vaughn fan like I am. What's not to love? And with that, I'm going to give this show a 9 out of 10 and a Mr. Chocolate Silver approval. And I hope that you guys also give this a 9 out of 10 as well, or even a 10 out of 10. And I hope that you guys check this show out like I recommended. Get your little free trial on Apple. Enjoy that. That's a gift from me to you, okay? Gift from me to you, all right? Be familiar, right? And with that, please like and subscribe for more. And I will catch you guys on the next one.
I really need to find her. Go talk to the Dragon Queen.
I love my popcorn. Movies, popcorn.